Hi there, this is Tim with an Elite Dangerous video. In this video I'm going to be doing a few assassination missions, and I'm in a ship which is fairly new to me called the Asp. I'm going to be killing here a guy called Adam Petty. If you're a fan of motorsport like I am, you'll find that slightly strange. Adam Petty was a third generation NASCAR driver who was killed when his throttle or the accelerator pedal got stuck, and he basically slammed into the wall and died in, I think, 2000 or 2001. So it's kind of strange, some of the names that are out here. I'm playing at normal speed now because this is the first thing that's happened that has any kind of relevance to the mission that I'm doing. And this is a Tehran Jones who's actually telling me where he last saw Adam Petty. And he just told me he'll be in the Sobek system. So my contract actually updates on the left ship menu, and I can obviously select and go straight to Sobek.
Frameshift drive charging.
And first time out, it's Adam Petty, and he's in an elite Anaconda, so I'm kind of preparing myself that this might be a bit of a hard fight. Like I've said, I'm actually fairly new to the Asp. This was actually my first night piloting it. The previous video that I uploaded to my YouTube account was me doing some bounty hunting, and then I decided to do a few assassination missions. Now, Adam Petty is actually a criminal. So he does actually have a bounty, but he is currently listed as being a clean criminal status in this system. Now, I'm able to attack him because this system doesn't have a strong, kind of police force, anything like that, so I can basically attack him without getting a bounty. And my initial attack here isn't going very well. I'm already down to 60% full, my shields are down. I've barely even scratched his shields. Now I'm down to 32% hull, and I've decided to try to get myself a little bit of breathing room. If you watch my previous video, you'll know that I'm not really too fond of the Asp yet. I actually feel safer taking on an Anaconda if I was in an Eagle. The maneuverability is so much better. But I have to stick it out. I have to see what I can actually do with the Asp. So bearing in mind that I'm already down to 32% hull, I'm not going to run away from this fight. I'm going to keep going and, see what I can do. But because I can't seem to kind of loop around faster than he can just pitch, I can't really get away from the front of his ship. So at this point I know that every time I attack him, he's going to have his plasma weapon in my face. So what I kind of decide to do is actually just try to get his shields down as soon as possible. At this point I'd actually forgotten to put power back to my weapons, so I kept running out of energy here, and I've just targeted his power plant, which should allow me to kill him sooner if I can make his power plant explode. And there we go, I finally remembered to put some power to my weapons. Okay, let's go in for another attack run. Unfortunately with the Asp I do find myself jousting, which is kind of nose-to-nose fighting an awful lot. I managed to almost get his shields down there. Just kind of looping around there, trying to give my shields time to recharge, and then going back in for another attack. It almost seems like he's trying to ram me at some points. Especially a little bit later on you'll notice that he actually stops firing, so it's almost like I've actually damaged his ship in some way, and it actually seems like a genuine tactic for him is then to ram my ship and just basically take me out that way. Like right now it seems like he's not firing. And that seemed very, very much like he was trying to ram me. Because I was doing, obviously, thrusting straight down while I was moving forwards. And he was basically turning with me to try to take me out there. And basically both of us are doing different maneuver. Like I think he's trying to hit me, honestly, but I'm basically just trying to stay away from the front of his ship, because if he still has his plasma weapon, he could theoretically kill me with maybe one hit, one hit or two hits, and just basically kill me pretty easily. There we go. That was a successful ram there. At this point I've kind of noticed what he's doing, so I'm actually throttling backwards. My ship is moving away from him. So while he's looping around, he's actually chasing me right now. Trying to give him everything I've got, obviously. His hull is down to 20%, his power plant is down to 20% now. But he's actually getting a little bit further away. I've basically backed off a little bit too much. And now I've just throttled a little bit further forwards. I'm kind of worried at this point that his shields are going to come back online before I get back in firing range, so I'll just give it a little boost. Back in firing range now. 10% on his hull, 15% on his power plant. And there we go. So I did get a bounty claim, even though there was nothing for this system. He did have a bounty somewhere else that I'll be able to claim later. So I'm going to accelerate time again, basically go back to the station, claim my reward for this kill, and obviously take another assassination mission. Now what I try to do with the assassination missions is I try to actually roleplay with this game. I try to decide what kind of personality I have playing the game, and then I make my decisions based on that. And the only people that I really want to kill with assassination missions are criminals, and the text in this one kind of makes it sound like this guy is, but I find out during the course of the mission that he was probably just someone that they wanted to get rid of. So I'm going to go find this guy now. I think his name was Henry Delique or something. Just still looking for him. Okay, and we're back in real time now. And this guy here, who is Nick Satinis, I think it is, knows that I'm looking for Henry, and he tells me to look in 78 Ursae Majoris, which is right there. That's a Federation system.
Frameshift drive charging.
I do very much like the engine sounds with the Asp. It actually kind of sounds like they sampled one of the Wright engines from like a B-17 or something like that for the engine. Has a really great sound. Obviously managed to kill a few people here that had a wanted status and just claim a couple of small bounties while I'm still looking for my target, and I've just found him. So here we have an orca, and this is my target, Henry DeLuc. I think I said his name wrong earlier, but it actually is Henry DeLuc. Now, you could see I had no bounty obviously before I did this. As soon as I realized that this guy was clean, and I'm in a federal system where I'm going to get a bounty on my head for killing this guy, I switched off report crimes against me in the right menu, and I did that so that police don't jump in to help me, because if this guy attacks me in any way, the police will come to defend me, and when they scan me and see that I have a bounty against me as well, then they're going to attack me as well. So basically I cut off his help as well by doing that, and going to take him out now. And like I said, you know, this isn't the kind of assassination mission that I want to do. I actually wanted to just kill criminals. That's his shields down. Seems like he's not even really going to defend himself, which kind of makes me feel bad. It's kind of like the assassination mission that I did before, where it was a guy called JFK, and he didn't defend himself either, and that was in an orca as well. But once I've took a mission, I kind of have to follow through with it. And there we go. I have a 6,200 credit bounty now on my head in the Federation. Not really what I would want, being a bounty hunter myself. But I'm gonna head back to Alioth and obviously claim my reward for doing the mission. I'll clear my bounty later. If someone attacks me in the meantime, I figure that, you know, it's basically a good way for me to test the Asp. I always try to come into a station from the planet side so that it's a little bit easier to find the docking portal. And here's my next target, a guy called Jim Neff, who, I mean, they're calling him scum and stuff like that. It's a little bit misleading again. It's tough to know whether they are a criminal or whether they are not. I'm obviously still in the Alioth system. This is supposed to be one of his known hangouts. So I'm just waiting until I find either him or some information on where he is. And here we see someone that's going to give me some information in a Sidewinder. Hard Nud, who says the crazy terrorist has been spotted, and he was heading to Tiate, which is a really close system. There we go. I think it's an independent system, that's why it's green.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it's time to go and chase this guy down. And there we go, I found him. And he is an elite Anaconda, so I know immediately again that this is going to be a hard fight. But let's see if I can do a better job with my initial attack than I did with Adam Petty at the beginning of the video. He's already firing plasma weapons at me. That pinkish purple projectile that just went past, that's a plasma weapon. And basically if you get hit by that, it can really do you some serious damage. There you go. He's basically took my shields down pretty much with a single shot there. I've just had to fire a shield cell to recharge a little bit. And I'm going to quickly turn on report crimes against me so that I can have some police maybe come in and help me. He's fired a missile at me, which doesn't seem to have actually made contact. And he seems really intent on doing me some damage. My shields are almost down again. I'm having to use a shield cell again. I'm going to select his power on the left side. You can see point defense right now, and he has plenty of those, so now I'm on power plant. And let's try to actually make an attack run that works then. Incoming missile again right now. You can see the white icon on the scanner. I just actually blew it up there with my multi-cannon. Very, very, very hard to keep keep behind an Anaconda in an Asp. It just doesn't have the kind of the speed and the maneuverability that some of the smaller ships have, and that's really the only thing I don't like about it. It's as far as weapons go and everything like that, it's a fantastic ship. This is a hard-fought battle right here. We're both almost with our shields down. I almost lost my shields there and used a shield cell to bring them back up again. But I basically figure at this point that this guy's too good. He's attacking me when I'm at long range, which Adam Petty didn't. He waited until I was close up. So what I'm going to have to do is try to stay close up and basically see if I can take him out before he takes me out. So that's the plan that I'm kind of thinking up right now. So we're going to go in, going to have a hard attack and basically see what happens here. Normally you would wait to use multi-cannons until you've got the shields down, but I'm not really doing a very good job of taking him down. That's my shields down. I think at this point I was out of shield cells. So any recharging, I actually had to run away and let it recharge. Okay, here we go. Got to reselect his power plant again on the left. That's his shields down. Focusing fire on his power plant. I seem to have knocked out something that's stopping him firing again. The same thing that happened to Adam Petty, which is quite nice really that that's happened. So his power plant's down to almost 50%, as is his hull. Beginning to feel like I've got him here. And that was it. There we go. That was the power plant got to zero there. So his power plant exploded before the ship itself did, and the power plant obviously led to the ship exploding. Heading back now to claim my reward. Again, going in from the planet side allows me to find the doorway much easier. Just changing the fitting a little bit for my next combat runs, and now accepting my reward.